welcome to the dreaded section on triplet picking. Triplet picking is incredibly awesome when you get it down. It can add a great amount of dynamic to the things that you play and can also be incredibly hard and incredibly discouraging when you first start. Okay? The basis of triplets is alternate picking. Okay? So what you want to do right now is you want to be able to get your alternate picking to a good point to where you can do this. I'm sorry. That was triplets. Right. Once you get there where you can consistently drone on, and if you've done the last few lessons, you should be at that point by now. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to practice this: down, up, down, stop, down, up, down, stop, down, up, down. And you can add in a metronome as well, which will help you progress and move along. Now, there are two types of triplet picking. There's down, down, and there's up, down, up. I recommend you pick one type and stick with it. And the reason is just so you get your hand motion in. So, to start out, only do your down, up, downs. Then, once you get that down, work the other way. They start the same, they sound the same, but they don't start the same. Okay? So, go on. Once you're done with that, worry about combining them and getting them to sound cohesive. Now, when you do these, okay, one trick that you can do is you can turn your pick slightly. So if you're playing everything flat picked, right, what you can actually do is you can turn your pick down a little bit. So if you normally pick with your pick going parallel to your string, right, this would be perpendicular. You could go a little bit in between them, right? So your pick's just a little bit turned, right? So if you're here, you turn just a little bit. And that will help you slide down from the string so you can move quicker. It will also help you to be able to relax your grip a bit. If you're always super tight when you do this, it's going to sound like this. Right? You're going to be hitting strings too much, too softly. You're going to be doing groups of fours, groups of twos. It's going to sound ugly. Okay? Now, with these, it's very important that you try to be able to do it with as little picking motion as you want. You don't want to be doing this. You don't want to be moving your finger far because it takes more time to bring it back. You want to be able to do it with a fairly small amount of movement. Okay? And when you do this, it's mostly with your thumb and with your wrist. Your thumb moves, your wrist moves, and your index finger moves. If your whole hand's moving, you're doing something wrong. Okay? You want to, again, as small a movement as you can do. These are going to take you, or might take you, a very long time to do. I remember when I first started learning to do triplet picking, I was trying to learn an Iron Maiden song, and I ended up quitting from that, and like two other songs I was trying to learn because all of them had this like gallop type of triplet pick in them, and I could not for the life of me be able to do it quick enough. And that discouraged me for a long time, and then eventually I went back, slowed it down, spent a while practicing it, and built up speed. And once I had the triplet, I was surprised at how much more I could add into my playing, into my rhythm playing, and how far ahead that can take you versus if you weren't able to do it. Okay? So work on down, up, down first, then up, up, okay, with the metronome. Then you can combine them. So you go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. As you go on, get it smooth, work on doing it with very little motion. Relax your hand a bit. You shouldn't be dropping your pick when you do it, that you're so relaxed, but you should be fairly relaxed. Angle your pick just a little bit, and that should help. And don't worry about whether you're using a very hard pick or a very soft pick, because it shouldn't make too much of a difference, right? When I first started it, also, whatever pick I had, it seemed like I could do this easier or harder depending on the type of pick, but you should be able to do this with a soft pick, a thick one, whatever type that you're given, you should be able to do triplets with. There's no magic size of pick that you should be able to use to do this, okay? So practice that. When you come back, we're going to look at some exercises and stuff and some riffs that you can use with triplet picking that will, again, add on to your arsenal of things you can do. Thanks for watching.